what's good, Switch leaders? We are back with another week at Switch, and I just want to take a second to celebrate with each and every one of you because last year at this campus, for the first time ever, we hit 150 students on a Wednesday night, and I just need you to recognize that's not normal for our campus. What does that mean? That the message of the gospel, the way that our students are acting out in their faith, the way that their passion is bleeding over into the spaces that they occupy, it is working. And we get to be a part of that every single week here at Switch. And so I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for what you do, what you're a part of. And we have to continue to make our ministry connect well with our students, with our leaders. All of it matters to the point to not just caring about a number, but the stories that walk in and through our doors every single week at Switch, and we get the chance to steward those things. We are doing this. It's fun. I'm excited. Make sure you celebrate. I don't know, pull over the car or something. That might be great. All that to say, we're starting a brand new message series this week called Getting Relationships Right. And so for me, I'm not preaching this message. For Ashlyn, she's not preaching this message. So who's preaching this message? It is our very own Life Kids pastor, Courtney. She's going to be killing it this week. And I'm excited because we were just message prepping with her, and the message is good, y'all. It's really good. And so get into the auditorium. Make sure your students are locked in. Make sure as a leader, you can come in and you can attend and see all the different things. And Courtney's going to do a great job. And so all that to say, we have that coming up. This is kind of the stretch until spring break. And so spring break will be coming up in the next month or so. But until then, we're going to do some strategic things that we'll keep you updated on in our experiences. And so until then, make sure you're on Geneva, on the app, making sure that you're clicking that you're coming, and then also filling out the absent form on Monday if possible, today if possible. If you know you're going to be missing, fill that out right now. And all that to say, that's all my updates, my details for you. Let's jump into Switch Group Leaders. Switch Group Leaders. Like I just mentioned, we had 150 students this past Wednesday. That is incredible. And where my mind goes to is, our students coming in feeling seen? Are students coming in feeling known? Are they coming in and feeling connected? So I just want to do a quick refresher. When we go through these phases are guides to help us allow students to come in and be a part of the growth. They get to choose to come along with us in this journey of growth. But what it means for you as a leader, these phases are guides for when new students or a group comes into Switch for the first time and where we're taking them. And so though that students are coming to Switch for the first time, it does not mean that they don't need to learn. It does not mean that they don't need to trust. And it does not mean that they don't need to believe. Obviously, we are in a challenge phase. And so all those students theoretically have to go through all those phases to be ready to be challenged. And there's a way to do it. We can sit and talk about it multiple times. But all that to say is that we want to make sure that we are getting our students connected to being a part of here. We do this intentionally for a purpose. It's so that when we grow, we're not growing hollow. What does that mean? Students inviting their friends, coming to Switch, only loving the experience of Switch, but not loving groups. We're growing in depth. Where students come to Switch, they're invited because how much they love groups and how much they're connected. So I just want to make sure that I cast that vision of let's make sure that we're connecting with our students. We have 2 more weeks of the challenge phase. And what we're planning to do going into the next phase, we'll kind of talk about in the next couple of weeks, but it will look like connecting our students daily to biblical community. And I'm excited to push that out to you guys so that we can stay focused on what God has called us to do, and then we'll lead into using that influence that God has given us as believers. And so all that to say, that's very intentional, a lot of information on purpose, because I really want to make sure that we are stewarding well what we have in front of us. And so if you have any questions, please reach out to me or reach out to your coach, and we'll be able to handle anything that you give to us. Make sure that your students are being followed up with, that they're coming to Switch, that you know if they're here and why they're not here. That helps us stay connected. That also is good stewardship. All that to say, that's just where my mind is for our Switch Group Leaders. Congratulations to all of you that are seeing fruit in your ministry of your Switch Group, because it is actual fruit that we are benefiting from on a Wednesday night. With all that being said, let's jump into final thoughts. Final thoughts, you've heard me say it a lot throughout this video. We are going to be connected. I'm excited because God is growing us in this season. We have more leaders joining our team. We have more students coming into Switch. But let's remember that our responsibility in this is not to just be surface level, not to just come in and serve and leave and come back next week and just do a good duty. Our responsibility is to lead people and each other to become fully devoted followers of Christ, lead students to become fully devoted followers of Christ. And so my challenge to you is, yes, I've sent out mandates. Hey, get in a life group. Yes, I've sent out challenges for our students to make sure that they're connected. I really just want to make sure that overall systems check, that you guys understand. The reason why we're doing this is because the way that God has entrusted us with the people that are here in this ministry, and he's entrusted us with one another. And so all that to say, let's just make sure that we're connected. Make sure, once again, in Geneva, all the different things are being filled out. To let us know that you're going to be here. Join us at 6:15 for Huddle, and we'll see you this week. Let's end it how we always do. Switch Nation!